Thank you, Mr. Schwartz.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Kopechek, if you could resume the stand, you have been sworn. Mr. Kopechek, please state your name, your complete name.
Kwame Malik Kilpatrick.
What is your address, sir? Where do you live?
Where I live now is at 1106 La Paloma Court, South Lake, Texas, 76092.
Who lives there with you?
My wife, Carlita Kilpatrick, my sons, Jelani, Jalil, and Jonas.
Anyone else?
While I'm here, because I didn't know what was going to happen, my father went to Texas to stay with my family.
Right. Do you or your family members pay rent, or is there a mortgage to live there?
Do we pay rent or mortgage?
Well, we can start with the rent. Do you or your family members pay rent to live in that home?
We don't own the home, and I guess it's a lease home, but I'm not a party to that lease, to be honest. So it's a rental home, yes.
Someone else is paying the rent?
Yes.
Who's paying the rent?
Oh,
Right, Mr. Schwartz,
my wife.
Wait a moment. You can't coach the witness. You can object to something, but you can't talk to him while I'm questioning him, Mr. Schwartz.
I understand.
And I'm not looking for a response, so just have a seat.
I just said if you know.
I know, but
I wasn't coaching.
I think I can handle it, Mr. Schwartz.
I know, but I wasn't coaching. I didn't tell him what to say.
That's fine. Just
if you know, you can answer.
I'm sorry.
I assume that my wife is paying the rent.
Wife. Okay. And why do you assume that?
Because I'm not.
Never discussed it with her?
No.
Okay. You know how much the rent is?
No.
Do you have a lease agreement? Do you know?
I don't have a lease agreement, Your Honor.
Is not an
Have you
answer.
seen the lease agreement?
Nope.
Do you know how long you're going to be staying there?
I'm sorry. I actually talked to my lawyers yesterday. No. I don't know the length of the
You don't know the length? Okay. Are you fully moved in, or do you just like live out of a suitcase? I'm just trying to figure out what your perspective is on this.
I'm fully moved in.
All right. You don't foresee leaving there in the near future? In other words, this is your home for the foreseeable future? That's what your plan is?
Your Honor, I have to pose objections now, I guess, in order to represent my client properly, because although this is interesting, it doesn't seem to go to the issue of whether or not he should be paying any amount of restitution, whether he's going to be living there for 5 months, 10 months, a year, or whatever is really irrelevant to any of these questions that we're here for.
Your objection's noted.
Thank you.
Have a seat, please. Could you answer the question, please?
Can you ask the question again, Your Honor?
I knew you were going to say that. Okay. Carolyn, do you know the exact question? Yeah. Do you know how long you're going to be living there for the foreseeable future? What is the plan?
Objection, Your Honor, that assumes that there is a plan. I have to object this to the foundation.
Overruled. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I can only speak to my plan. After the year that I put my family through, I'm just trying to stay with them as long as I possibly can.
Okay. Do you work for anyone else besides CompuWare/Covison?
No.
How much have they paid you this year, if you know?
I would object, Your Honor, unless you indicate what payment is within the salary.
I would have to add up Yeah, I can't do it. You want me to do that, Your Honor?
No, if you don't know, that's fine. I thought maybe you had the number, but if you don't remember...
It's not right in my head. My salary is $10,000 per month.
Has your wife worked in the past year, if you know?
I don't know.
You seemed to pause when you answered that. Is there a reason?
Objection, Your Honor, argumentative.
Overruled.
One of the things, Your Honor, this case brought out was some very personal issues. I'm blessed to be with my wife. And so there's a period of time when I was in that dungeon over there that I don't know.
Is your wife currently working?
No.
Thank you.
Not for a company, she's not, no.
Does she have a source of income, if you know?
No.
No, or you don't know?
I don't know. Yeah, I had to change that to I don't know.
This might seem like a strange question, but have any of your children worked this past year? And
No.
I'm not, I mean, if they have a route or things like that, I'm not
No.
concerned about that.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, they're all minors, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How many cars do you have in your household?
2.
And could you just describe what they are?
I have a Dodge Ram and I have a Cadillac Escalade.
Okay. Are they paid for? Or are they leased?
Both vehicles are leased.
And who paid for those leases? Are they prepaid?
No. One lease is prepaid, which I gave Your Honor that information before I left town. The other one I leased when the Aspen, Chrysler Aspen that I had went out, which I also gave information as well.
Okay. How many credit cards do you have?
I have one.
One credit card? Do you know what company or what bank that's drawn off of? If you know?
MasterCard?
Do you have any credit cards in your name and your wife's name? Or is that just in your name?
Hello.
If you know.
I'm watching Kwame online in court.
Hey, what's going on with that?
You don't know. You don't know.
I have
the
one
life
credit
work.
card,
You don't know
and
how to
my wife is on that credit card too.
The MasterCard.
Yes.
How many checking accounts do you have in your name alone?
One.
Comerica? Or, excuse me, Bank of America?
Yes, the information that you have, Your Honor.
Thank you. How many checking accounts do you have jointly with your wife?
At this time, none.
0?
0.
And when was the last time you had one with your wife?
I think you have the last statement, Your Honor, whenever that was.
Well, why don't you tell me, because I don't have it.
I don't know. After the harassment, she dropped me from the account.
I'm sorry. After the harassment?
Yes.
What harassment?
The harassment from this entire process.
She dropped you?
My wife did.
Okay.
So I don't know when that was, but I think I turned in that information to you. I mean, I know I did.
You're saying all these things that you turned in, obviously you didn't turn it into me. It's through your lawyer documents that were
Yes, sir.
given to me based on my order, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many savings accounts do you have in your name?
None.
Do you know how many checking accounts your wife has?
No.
Do you know how many savings account your wife has?
No. I don't know.
What are your current liabilities, if you know?
First, the restitution that I owe.
Hang on one second.
So, can you step this way, please? Can you step this way?
I'm sorry.
Let me go.